Hey everyone, this is Laura, and you're watching Jewelry, etc. So here's the deal. I have a little bit of time. My kids are over at Grandma's house today, and I went thrifting like all day long. It was awesome. And I had to go pick them up in an hour or so. So I'm going to just sit here and test some silver basically until I have to go get them. I went out, as I said, I was thrifting, and I picked up a few things that I know usually I'm on camera, but I just, with time and everything, I don't have time to set all that up. So hopefully you don't mind just seeing hands today. Here's the other thing, and I'll show you also what I got. I got a lot, like a lot. Check it out. Of sterling. These are all sterling rings. So I'm going to test these too. Check it out. So excited. I'm going to test all these too. So we'll see how that does. And look, they even threw in a little bonus gift here. Isn't that cool? That was really nice of them. They didn't have to do that. It's like illusion. It's probably real emeralds, sapphires, and diamonds, just looking at the quality of them, because they're pretty opaque, and that makes me feel like they're real. Because if they were lab created, they'd probably be pretty crystal clear. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Jonathan. And so, anywho, here's the other thing. I don't want to say who, because she didn't say whether or not she wanted me to mention her name, so I'm not going to say who it was, but I recently sold a pendant to another reseller, and for me, it was like blazing silver. When she tested it, it did not test as silver at all. I test with 18 karat solution. She tests with the silver solution. So today I'm going to test with both, and we're going to do a comparison, because I don't know if that one piece was a fluke. Now I'm questioning the 18 karat stuff, because I've always done it that way and I've never had a problem, but this has raised all sorts of questions in my mind. So now I got to test. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm like super phlegmy. I don't know why. I apologize for all the throat clearing. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. So I don't know where to begin, because I got so much stuff today. I guess I'll begin with this ring lot, because I haven't looked into the stuff yet. I am so pumped. Oh my gosh, look at this one. This is the one I was most excited about. It's labradorite. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so what I'm going to do first, though, oh, look at that. Some amber. Yes, please. What I'm going to do first is test some rings that I know to be silver. And we're going to do a little comparison on these guys and see how the streak looks. So this one is just one I happen to be wearing. I'm going to get a good scratch out of it. And then this will also, hopefully I'll show you all exactly what I do. I know, right? A lot of these rings, if I don't sell them like on my next show, which is Monday, the Monday after that, Jenny from Jenny's Gems Project and I are having a show on my channel that's going to be exclusively sterling silver jewelry. Everything's going to be sterling. So if that strikes your fancy, you like sterling, be sure to mark your calendar the 14th, 7 p.m. Alrighty, so here we go. This side is going to be the 18 karat. And 18 karat turns super blue. So hopefully, yeah, you can see it on the screen. It's more obvious in person. But you can see how it's like almost highlighting it. That's how the blue should look. So now the silver... Well, you know, you can always get money again, right? So here we go. We're going to test with the silver acid on this side. And now that stuff is supposed to turn red, and you kind of need a Q-tip to see it. So you can see it's kind of getting a red color on there. If it stays yellow, I'm trying to shoot. This light is throwing me for a loop now. Here we go. Okay. So if it stays yellow, it is not. Okay, so that one's very obviously red. All right, so there you go. There's the comparison. This is what it looks like with the 18 karat. And then this red is what it looks like with the silver. So this is just kind of typically what people do, is use the, the Q-tip. Seems to be pretty effective. My problem is when I've used rags and stuff to try to soak up the acid and see what color it is, it instantly turns to yellow. I did not know the Q-tip trick. And wow, is that effective. That works pretty darn well. However, you're going to be burning through some Q-tips. So, you know, decide what's best for you. I always say this and I never do it, but make sure you wear gloves. Wear gloves when you test your silver. I never do it, but there you go. Okay, so, well, there's a little baseline for how those look. So I'm just going to continue doing that. We're just going to test with both and see what happens. I have some stuff I found last night in a bag, and then I have all these rings in front of me, and I just don't know where to start. I'm so pumped about all of it. I guess we'll start with this one. We'll go you first. That has a nice streak on it. I'll be at the top. All right, we'll do this amber one. If it was a little smaller, that could almost be a gentleman's ring. I don't know if it's real amber or not. It is. It looks like it from the bottom through the hole. I don't know. That's a whole nother game, testing amber. Okay, so there's that one. Let's test that labradorite. Where did that guy go? There it is. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. I'm so excited about that one. Whoops. Okay, and then so we'll do this guy. Here's him. I could probably fit more than that on there, but we'll just start with these 4 and go from there. So we'll do 18 karat on this side. All right, and as you can see, everybody's turning blue. I'm blue, da da dee da 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 dee. Especially that top one. Good grief, that thing is shiny. And this is what happened with that one piece that I sold. This is what it looked like on my plate. So it's still throwing me for a loop. I have no idea what was going on with that one piece. But let's see. Let's see if we can, you know, come across any other scenarios where that's true. It's all looking pretty red to me in person, but we'll go ahead and use the Q-tip anyway, just for testing's sake. So as you can see, it's faded. This is from the last one. I'm just going to turn it and use it again on a different side. Move these guys out of the way. Okay, so here's the first one. Here we go. He's red. I'm going to run out of space here. Okay, he's red too. So far, so good. All right, he's red too. And last but not least, also red. Alrighty, so these guys, these 4 rings are confirmed silver through both methods. I'm gonna put them back in the bag they came in, so I know. Except this guy, I might wear this one. I might wear this guy. I just got a labradorite ring from Jenny that's an oval shape. I'm gonna have to compare and contrast, see which one I like more. This one is pretty darn fabulous though. But sadly, it's a 7, and that hand seat's taken. I already got my little smoky topaz on there, so I don't know where to wear him for now. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do some ring switcherooing so I can wear them all. Nope, that's not gonna work. All right, whatever. I'm still gonna put this one on for now. Yeah. Look how big. That's a good piece. That is a substantial piece. Okay. Alrighty, back to this. So here's the other thing I want to do eventually is make a video also of testing different metals to see how they react to the acids. Because like stainless steel won't do anything. It'll pass the gold test. That's the first one we're going to test. Here's another labradorite piece. Got a little bit of flash in there. Actually, no, I'm going to let me make some lines here. Woo! Got a little crazy there. My bad. I guess it can go bad after a while. Well, it was me. It was me who tested it and had the issue. Oh, the buyer? No. She's trustworthy. I don't think she had old acid, and other stuff for her was testing. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I'm sure that, I don't know. I just feel like it was a fluke. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Womp womp. I can already tell that one's not good. Look at the color difference. Can you tell that this is silver, and the third one down is copper? So cool. That gives us a good, will give us a good test. But there's a little silver ring that's not really silver. This is looks like it's aventurine. Probably not going to test the silver, but we'll see. Oh, this one's cute. It's a little yellow stone, probably CZ. Meant to look like a yellow diamond. But yes, acid does go bad after a while. That's definitely true. You know, even the top two look kind of yellowy, but I guess we'll see. Oh, here's a little hematite ring. That's pretty. See my camera in the reflection. This one's very light. All right, let's see. Can we fit one more on there? Let's try. Oh, whoops, I moved this guy out of the way. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we'll squeeze this guy on there too. He looks like the top one. It's probably also going to be silver if the top one is. But test him anyway. All right, here we go. 18K on this side. Oh, okay, no, they are turning blue. All right. And you see that third one down. My acids are running together, but that's okay. The third one down is disappearing. So that one is definitely not real. The rest of them are positive. So this guy is fake, this one here. So I'm going to put him separate from the rest because I don't want to sell him as silver to somebody if it's not silver. All right, so let's test the other ones. We're going to test that one too and see what happens when it's not real. Okay. All right, so here we go. This is going to be the first one. There's the back side of it. There he is. Real as it gets. I've got space on the other one. I guess I can get about 2 tests out of each of these Q-tips. Red. All right, let me get mine. All right, so this should be just yellow. Yep, see? It just kind of looks like a dirty yellow. It's not really red, though. It's even more obvious in person. It looks like a gray and a yellow more than a red and a yellow. Let's do the other side here. Haha, see, there's the red and there's the gray. You can tell pretty obviously in person. Let's flip it over. And the last two, silver and silver. All right, there we go. So far, so good. Everything is lining up with the silver acid. So this guy, he's our fakie. He's still kind of neat, though. So I will definitely still try to sell him, even though he's not real. Someone will still like him. Wish my camera would focus a little better. Let's set him aside. It's just like a marquee cut, like a cabochon, marquee cut cabochon. He's a little twisted, though. Anyway, okay, so he's going to go to the side. The rest of these are going back in the silver bag since they've been confirmed. That's cool. I wasn't entirely sure that one would be, but I'm happy that it is. I'll have to look at it closer to see if that's actually a gemstone or not. I don't think it is. I think it's probably just CZ, just judging with my own eyes, but who knows? Who knows? Who even knows? I don't even know. Wow, look, that one's fun. I don't know if that's onyx or garnet. It looks very dark. Hold on, put it in the light. Yeah, it's black. So maybe an onyx. Most likely. Let's see what this one test says. I'm pretty pumped about these rings. However, I am more pumped about the jewelry in the bag last night and the stuff I got today to see if it's real. I took a gamble on like this really hideous piece. This looks to be lapis. Test whether something is silver plated versus true silver. Not really, because the problem is to test, at least in my experience, I should say. Yeah, I believe that is lapis. To test the silver underneath the plating or test the metal underneath the plating, you have to get below the silver plating. So in my experience, when I have done that, it has exposed the metal underneath, which more often than not is kind of like a copper color. So once you get under that plating, you see the copper underneath. So you just have to basically try to scratch in a discrete spot. That's why when I do these tests, I'm like scratching usually on the underside of the band as best as I can. I would never suggest scratching like up here at the top. The chances are that this metal is going to be the same as this metal here. That's almost always going to be the case just because it wouldn't really make sense to match different metals, and also they would fuse kind of funny. So they typically do use the same metal all the way through. Here's a nice little tiger's eye. But yeah, you are risking getting that plating to mess up and expose something uglier underneath when you test. But you do want to be honest about it. So the only real thing to do is disclose that you haven't tested it, that it's marked but it's untested. And you know, it's because I do that sometimes with like things that are rose gold plated, because I don't want to have something like, I don't want to wear the plating down, even if it's plated with sterling underneath. I just don't want to risk it. This just looks to be like maybe an agate or a quartz of some sort. It's a little piece of orange down there. That's kind of pretty. Okay, and then, oh, this looks just like the other one, except now we've got a red, which makes me feel more confident that it's just a CZ or glass stone. And it probably is going to test as natural. That's it. That's it for that lot. Let me see about this one. Now, this was the bonus one that they sent with everything. Oh, it is marked 925. Okay. So, for example, this one is gold plated. So what I'm going to do is test it all the way down here at the tip of the clasp and see. Now this, I'm not confident at all this is real gold, just by the way it's, or real silver by the way it's scratching. It's difficult to scratch. After you test stuff for a while, you really get a feel for it. Gold is very easy to scratch. Silver is very easy to get a scratch out of. If it's tough to do, it's probably not real. So because of that, I'm going to try to get in a different spot. Oh, okay, this is scratching a little better over here. It's not really, I don't see any real damage or anything like that coming off of this. Sometimes with, you know, the little prongs, it's not as obvious. Okay, yeah, I can see this tiny prong right here now has a tip of silver showing through, but it's not very obvious at all. So I'm not that worried about it, but you know, again, you want to disclose. So these last two are both from the same piece, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so here we go again. Okay, hold on. All right, so far looking good. Okay. So this is all coming through, all testing as silver, except for this clasp. Now, as I mentioned before, in a ring, it would be uncommon for the top to be a different metal than the bottom. In a piece of jewelry where the links are all separated from each other, I wouldn't be surprised if part of it was. Same with the earrings, like the hook. I wouldn't count on the hook and the rest of the earring being the same metal. I just, you know. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I messed that up. I'm trying to get a good scratch again out of this clasp. Yeah, if there's different components and they aren't actually fused together using, like actually melted together, then they could very well be different. Okay, this is just the clasp again. I'm just going to try to get it. It could be the clasp is not and the rest of it is, but. Okay, now it's turning blue, I think. It's really not doing anything, but the rest of it definitely is. So let's see what the silver says. Let's see about this. No, again, I ran my acids together, but that's okay. Alrighty. Here we go. All right, red. See if I can get 3 tests out of it. Red again. Red again. Seeing red again. Trying to get a better scratch out of that one, but it does appear to be red as well. I'm getting red out of all of this. Red. Red. I might need a new Q-tip. Alrighty, and then for this last one in question. It's not turning red. This is the one that's kind of questionable. I'm going to get a better scratch out of that piece of jewelry and see if I can figure it out. So let me wet this plate down and see what it says. Let's try again. Just on that one, though. Everything else is lining up pretty good. Okay. All right, here we go again. All right, let's do the clasp first. And I'm going to scratch really good and try to get under any plating that might be there. The thing is, if it's not silver, if I don't see silver coming off of the actual piece, like underneath, I haven't gotten down low enough to get through the plating. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay. It's really difficult to see. All right, let's try this one again. Oh my gosh, I cannot get this dang thing to scratch. I got it the first time. It is hard. It is really, really hard with stuff like this. Oy. And especially since I'm not trying to damage the piece. Okay, there we go. There's a good substantial scratch. Let's see where it came off. That's a good testing line. That is good. Okay, here we go. You know, before I go do that, let me throw the rest of these rings back in the bag so I know. I don't want to get them all mixed up with the rest of my stuff. Here we go. 18K first, and I'm expecting this one to go away and not test as positive. That is very obviously testing positive. So now I'm really curious to see what this does, because last time it said no. This has a teeny tiny fleck of silver in it, or the silver reaction, if you can see it. It's probably very hard to see, but it's there. Now let's see what this one does. So I'm not expecting this one to be positive, and this one I sure hope so. No, that's going to really throw me for a loop. All right, here we go. Let's see. So this one, I'm expecting no reaction. And again, teeny tiny amount of red. It's not, it's on the side. It's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to block the light so it's like not that in the gray in the center, but like towards the side. It was looking red, now it's looking gray again. So I would call this one a negative as well. I'd call both of those negative. It's not really obviously blue. That I would call positive. And let's see what it does down here. Okay. So that's like a gray. It's not red. The other ones, you saw what those red looked like. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Because that's clearly not red. It's not red like the other reds we've been seeing. So this would definitely be an instance where I wouldn't trust that 18K. And now it makes me wonder, what is this? Because I've got it positive on one and negative on the other. It is marked 925. That doesn't mean anything. It's just marked 925 and it has a signature. There's a little R down there and then it's got the China country manufacturer of origin. All right, so see 925 in the R. When I've come across fake silver before, it's usually just 925 and there's no other markings on it. So this is very, very interesting. And this is actually throwing me for a loop and kind of making me a believer in the whole not using 18K to test your silver, because that's a positive. That's positive. That was very obviously not. All right, I'm going to do it one more time just for my own sake. But I don't think I can get it any more obvious of a line than we just had a second ago. So I don't know. I don't know what I should use to test then. I guess because I don't know which is accurate. So this may be one I take to a jeweler and just see what they think. And tell them the story and whatever. See, this is still coming out. Well, I guess it's a little silvery. Let me test this one over on the side this time. See, barely showing. Because the tiebreaker is really going to be what is it, if it's real or not, which acid is accurate. But my suspicion is that the one meant to test silver should be the accurate one. Obviously. So that one's coming up with a smidge of it. Let's just test this one more time. Yeah, so that's a dark gray. And my understanding is it needs to be red to be accurate. I don't know. I'm thrown for a loop. That's very interesting. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take this to the jeweler today if I have time before he closes and see what their opinion is. And how they would test it. And yeah, I'm going to find out. So the verdict's out on that one, I guess. If I can get there before he closes, I will be sure to update y'all. Here's the other thing, though. This is what makes me think that it is silver, are the stones. Just because those appear to be real sapphire, real ruby, and real emerald, because they're low quality. But they are real. So I don't know. I just find that odd that it would be set into fake metal, but maybe it is. So, okay. All right. That's good. I'm actually kind of glad that happened. This is going to give me like a baseline for testing and which acid is better. Cool. Hey, Lena, welcome in. Just testing metal over here. Actually, you know what? While I'm waiting for this plate to dry, I'm just going to check on the internet super duper quick and see what time that jeweler closes, because I want to get a verdict on that. That'll be super interesting. I'm just checking. In the meantime, let me show you the next bag. This is going to be kind of some of the stuff that I'm looking at next. When do you close, jeweler? Website. So these are some of the things I came across last night. And now, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to continue testing both. Info, contact, here we go. Thursday 6. Okay, they close at 6. So I'm going to head out of here probably in about 15 minutes and try to run over there. And when I find out what the truth is, I will put it in the comments and we will know for sure. In the end, which is the superior testing solution. But I'm going to keep testing both. So for today. Here's a set of earrings I got. They are unmarked. Oh, you know what I'm going to test too is something I got that I'm dying to know if it's real silver or not. I got this huge bag of jewelry today, and this was something I picked up. It's hideous, big and hideous, but at the very least it's plated, so I'm going to find out if this is real sterling or not. It's hollow. It has a really horrible solder mark, but it just looks like tarnished silver, so I'm going to test that right now. And there's a handful of other pieces, but that was the one I was most interested in, so that's what we'll do. Actually, I'm gonna do it right here on the top. Why not? Oh, and Lena, thank you for I heard I won your random drawing, so thank you for that. Yesterday, that's cool. All right, I'm unconvinced now. I don't even know what this is. Definitely not looking like real silver though. But it might be plated. So we'll see. There's the big kahuna. I basically got this for free, so I'm not really worried about it. This will probably end up going in crap lot. This, however, I'm convinced it is silver. Let's find out. Oh, you have a beautiful scratch, my love. Thank you for being real, probably. Here's another one. I don't think it's real, but I want to test it. It is super cool, though. Ooh, he's got a good scratch. Ah, look at the color. It's too coppery. And now he's got a little tape. This is one of your, to show you, Jonathan, if you can see. Oh, is it going to show? Probably not. There's a teeny tiny spot right at the edge of this fishbone now that's a little more copper than the rest of it. You can't really see it, though. I mean, it's hard to see even to me. All right, so we know this one is fake, but we'll set him aside anyway. Oh, and this beaut. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe I got this in that lot. This thing is so pretty. I don't know if I can sell this, but I do have to clean it up. Who's here? Devin or Jamie? Oh, it's Devin. Hey. Oh, are you really? Do you want to join me? Because I have to go in like 15 minutes, though. But if you want to join me, let me know. Here we go. Devin, I'm testing like 18K against the silver, and I've come across one piece that is questionable. Oh, okay. Patricia said she was going to send it to you, but I can send it to you too. Just let me know. Just let me know. All right, so this is the third one down. So this, let me show you, Devin, if you're looking. This one right here is supposedly gold-plated silver, and it tested negative with the silver, but positive with the 18 karat. So I'm going to take it to a jeweler in like 15 minutes, and I'll come back and update the video in the comments section or the description to find out, because I found that really strange. But so far, everything else has been 1 for 1, good for good. So we'll see. We'll see how it continues to do. But right now, I don't know. I might be a convert depending on what this guy tests out as. We'll see. I'm so curious. That's crazy. All righty, let's see. What else? We got enough space for one more. Let's do this guy. I don't think he is, but I just thought it was really pretty, and we'll test it anyway. This is feeling kind of stainlessy. That's not a word at all, but there you go. Okay, here's the lineup. So far, it's looking like that's the only one that's going to come out to be real, but let's find out. Oh, okay. Yes, I will when I have time. It'll probably be tonight. Okay, so fake, positive, negative. If this isn't real, I will be so sad. Look, it's not coming up as real. Aw. Man. Okay, well, here we go. Here's the silver test. Let's see what happens here. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Devin. That's so annoying when they do like construction or anything around your house. Okay, let's see. Hey, Jennifer. All right, so here we go. Here's the silver. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. I can't believe that one is not tested as real. That makes me very sad. Okay, fake. Or I shouldn't say fake. We'll say negative. Positive. All right, so these earrings, those earrings are all systems go. Negative. Negative. Womp womp. And this is going to definitely be negative. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to clean this all off. These guys are going in my silver bag to be polished up and ready for showtime. Everything else is going to go in my no-go pile. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to retest this guy because I'm too depressed to admit that it's not real. So let's do that one again. Because the clasps have been giving me trouble. So let me see if I can get a better scratch out of the side of it. Sorry. I knocked my microphone down and away. Okay. But it looks so real. Okay, let's see if we can do... Gosh, this is difficult to get a scratch out of because these prongs are so darn tiny. Okay, here we go. And get a good scratch. Sometimes I've had it where the tarnished bits don't test as positive. And then let's test this guy over here. Part of the clasp we'll test. It's not working. This is not looking real. I am so depressed. I was super pumped about this one last night. This is like one of my favorite finds next to the moodstone, or the moodstone, the mood, whatcha-doodle pendant. All right, so this one is marked 925 on the clasp down here. Bummer. I'm angry. I'm not. I am super bummed though. All right, come on. Do something for me. Look at that teeny tiny pathetic little reaction. Sometimes that means it's plated. But I'll tell you what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean that it's silver. And these are definitely not turning red. I can't believe it's not silver. All right. Into the reject pile it goes. I'll show you anyway. With the silver test, see, it's not turning red at all. Not red. So as you can see, all of it is negative. That would be blazing blue if it was positive, but it is not. It is a womp womp. That breaks my little silver loving heart. Okay. Yeah, I hope you got a little bit of energy back today. Woo! Okay. This is 100% not silver. I can't even get a scratch out of it. Sometimes this is how stainless tests. So this is going to give me... Well, if I can't even scratch it, I can't show you. Sometimes the stainless will pass the, what do you call it? The gold test. It'll stay. It'll stay with 18 karat gold testing. Okay, so here's a little chain that I can barely scratch. Oh my gosh, this is, I hate the little teeny tiny chains. They're like impossible to get a good scratch out of. These little like curb link teeny tiny guys. I'm gonna try to scratch the clasp, but it ain't easy. my gosh. Okay, well, there is a ton of stuff going on. So hopefully that'll give me something. Alrighty. And then we've got this little butterfly pendant. He needs to be clean, though. He's got a little bit of green gunk here. So I'm hoping he's real, because if that's verdigris, it doesn't look like it's verdigris, but it looks like it could be. I think it's just gunk, though. Verdigris, though, suggests that your jewelry is fake, straight up. And look at that copper color. No. No. Maybe if I scratch it more, it'll turn silver. Ugh. What the heck is with all this fake silver? There's my buzzkill from last night. Maybe the chain is at least silver. Yeah, my buzz from last night's officially killed. I am bummed. Oh, good call. I'll try that for the next one. All right. Here we go. That top one is testing positive. The bottom two, big fat negatives. Unfreaking real, man. This thing is marked. I've never had this much fake silver in a bag before. That's the Maker's Mark stamp, it looks like. And then that tiny one next to it is the 925. But it's all fake. Let me see if it's marked up here. Yeah, clasp is actually no, you know what? The clasp says SL or something like that, and then TM. So it doesn't say 925. So I'm just a liar and reading things incorrectly, apparently. All right, so let's just doubly check this one. This one and this one. Oh, and this is fake too. Let's get that guy out of there. All right, so this should come back red. There it is. Okay, so at least that chain's real, I guess. And that's a no. And that's a no. All right. All right, well, at least we got a little piece of silver, and I can put a pendant on that, so that's cool, I guess. Silver lining, I suppose. I'm still pretty bitter right now, but that's okay. Alrighty, I'm just going to try to get through the rest of what's in this bag from last night, and then I'm going to see if I can run to the jeweler before I get the kids. Okay. Trying to dry this thing off. All right, so here's one from last night. That is, in fact, stamp 925 on the back, in between these two bubbles. So let's see. Oh, let me check. Oh, that's like the work. Where is this freaking glare coming from over here? All right, hopefully that helps a little bit. I still have some glare, I'm sorry. The lighting in here is pretty god-awful. I'm just like at my dining room table. Okay, come on, be real this time. How about? Okay. Alrighty, now I'm going to do the chain thing. Let me wrap it like Devin suggested and see if that will kind of, sort of. I'm still struggling. Well, let me get several wraps in here. I mean, the thing is, it shouldn't matter. If it's real, we'll test real. So there's the chain, there's the pendant. Okay, and then what else do we have? These are the accompanying earrings to make the set. So we'll let those guys hang out together. This, I never did find the mate to this one. I'm not entirely sure what I'm thinking of this one. It looks silver. It actually almost a little bit reminds me of Brighton, probably just because it's a heart, but I know they do that like gold accent sometimes. So we're just going to test this because it looked like silver to me, but I don't see a mark. I don't see a mark anywhere. So we'll see how good my instincts are, I guess. And then this one, same deal. This little pendant here, same deal. I don't see any marks anywhere, but he looks silver to me. So let's test him too. Ooh, he's not scratching silver. Like at all. But hey. All right, here we go. Place your bets. Place your bet. Alrighty. So this is 18K. So according to this one, this heart earring is silver. The earring, God, that is barely turning silver. That's not turning silver at all, and that's barely turning silver. So now I'm questioning these ones as well. I would not call those positive if I'm sitting here only using the silver test. I mean, the 18 karat for silver, I would not call any of those positive, except for this one, the earring. So let's see what silver testing has to do, or has to say. That's the thing. It really has to be like blue to call it. Otherwise, it's probably just plating. All right, so here's the first one. Conflicting results on that one. It looks like a gray red. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Let me get a different Q-tip. Let me try this spot over here. Ooh. Give it a second to react. Actually, it is looking like it's turning red. But look, it's not, it's like barely red at all. So I just don't know. I don't know what I would, now it's kind of faded. Huh. All right, well, let's see what the chain does. Same kind of concept happening here. It's like a light red, like a light gray red, and then it's fading. Or like an orangish red. So I don't know. This looks about as conflicting as the other one to me. So I'm wondering if it's plated. I might have to try that again with a better scratch. All right, let's see about this guy. Same on this one. It's like barely red. It's definitely not as obvious as the other ones. And the other one's flaking. So is this, I'm wondering, is this how it reacts if it's just plated? It's just like a really lightly there. And this one down here should be red, like obviously red. And there it is, see? See the difference? Oh wait, okay, so this is definitely, without a doubt, silver. So that's cool. Bottom one is not, most likely. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, so I guess we'll try this one again. I'm wondering if maybe platinum doesn't test, because these are probably plated in rhodium. Rhodium is a type of platinum, basically. And if that's the case, we may need to get under the plating to get an accurate result. So let me attempt that really quick. And then I got a handful of other things to test, and then I'll be on my way. There's only like 4 more items to test. 1 is marked, 3 are not. Alrighty. I'm gonna get a good scratch going over one spot so I can really get under that plating if I need to. And that honestly should do it. And if not, I just don't even know anymore. All right, here's the earring. All right, I definitely got under the plate on that one. Okay, here we go again. Okay, see, this is what you need. So if you're getting like those little metal flakes, I would try to press harder and get a better scratch out of it to confirm. Sometimes you just got to test things multiple times. There's really no way around it. All right, now let's see. Let's see if the other ones are going to confirm this or not. Oh yeah, that's much more red this time. Much better. Okay, see, now it's quite obvious. So there's the difference on those. All right, cool. I'm glad that these are real. They are probably platinum plated or rhodium plated. And in that case, you just got to get under the plating to get to the silver. Sometimes that happens. Fortunately, with platinum over silver, or white gold for that matter, the base metal should be the same color. You won't even really notice that there's been any testing done to it unless you look closely. Ooh. Okay. This is all we've got left, and then I'm going to run to the jeweler. All right, so this, again, something that I suspect is silver, but does not have any sort of mark on it that I can tell. All I can see is that it's been clipped. Like it's a wire that was bent into the shape and then clipped at the end. It has very obvious wire marking cuttings to me, but ooh, I don't like the way that scratches at all. Oh my. I'm going to go with a big fat and probably not on that one. Here's another one that looks plated upon closer inspection. Yeah, that's not real either. All right, you I had high hopes for. I can't find the mate to this one, but I thought that earring was pretty cool. So we'll give that a try. That one's looking pretty darn good. Alrighty, and then the last one is this angel, which is actually marked with the actual word sterling. So this may be a vintage piece that came off of something. Little angel with a trumpet. All right, so if I would place money, I'm going fake, fake, real, real. So here we go. You can see the last two turning blue. That's good. Good, good, good. Alrighty. This is from the last one. Okay. Good grief. It's super duper dark, isn't it? Or bright, I mean. The opposite of the word I just said. It's barely there, though. That's from the other one. That's not this testing one. All right, so that's a no. That's a no. That's a yes. And that's a yes. All right, so there you go. Everything with the silver and the gold testing. They have matched up perfectly except for this one piece. This is the only one they're conflicted on. Silver test is saying no, 18 karat is saying yes. So I'm going to go take this to my jeweler right now, see if he's got an opinion on it. And hopefully I have something to report that will let us know if one is more accurate than the other. I'm assuming that the silver test is going to be the one that would tell us yes or no. I feel like I would trust that more than the 18 karat, but this is the first time I'm testing them side by side, and yeah, there we go. I know, I'm curious too, so I'm gonna go figure it out. Yes, Teresa, were you the one? Someone was emailing me. I can't remember if it was you or somebody else was emailing me and asking me about using the 18K acid and how it works. So hopefully this video was somewhat helpful. And check back later after this video processes and check the description, and I'll update you on what happens with this bracelet, because I am dying to know now. I'm also dying to know if those actually are real stones or not. These are illusion diamonds. It's just like silver cut, or it's not even really cut. They're just like blobbed in there. Oh, wait, look, there's one diamond in here. This is something gimmicky that at like, they do it on some of those shows like QVC or JTV. What they'll do is they'll get a diamond chip. They'll put it like one here, like that one has it, that one doesn't, that one doesn't. No, there may be total like 3 or 4 in this whole piece, but they are diamond chips. So when they sell this piece of jewelry, they can sell it as genuine diamonds. It's gimmicky, but apparently it works. So my confusion is, like, I don't feel like they would do that in a fake piece of metal. But what do I know? I'm going to go find out. So I'm off. Thank you all so much for coming in. Hit that thumbs up. And watch out for the 14th, where anything you see here that was silver will probably be in that show. 7 o'clock, 14th. Yes. Subscribe if you have not, but give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you all so much for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. Bye.